Hello, it is I, Dr. Brian Lorgon 111, coming at you with another weekly vlog. And in this past week, let's talk about some stuff on the channel. I started a new series. It's Don't Starve Together, which is something that a lot of people have been looking forward to. People have been asking me about Don't Starve for a while, and I am not starving together with Alex, aka Them's All Took. And you should check him out on YouTube. He's done a number of similar games that I've done in the past and covered a number of other indie games, and he's a good YouTuber. Yeah, and we're having some fun with that. I guess by the time this airs, there's like 2 or 3 episodes up, and you can probably expect those episodes about 3 times a week. And so look forward to a bit more of Don't Starve Together for those who like that game. It's a very challenging survival game, a little bit stressful, but also pretty fun. And I'm interested in learning more about it because I'm still a little bit of a noob when it comes to that game, but it has a lot of interesting mechanics that I'd love to master. Also this week on the YouTube channel, you've probably seen a number of Terraria streams get exported to YouTube because I've kind of figured out how to do that. And so I've done a lot of streaming of Terraria, mostly exploring fishing and some of the new mechanics of the most recent update that I hadn't played around with a whole lot, but also just trying to advance through the game. And so if you enjoy Terraria or you just enjoy hanging out in streams, you're welcome to join. I don't have any kind of set schedule, so you'll either have to follow me on Twitter at Lorgon111 or follow me on Twitch, which is just Lorgon, in order to find out when I'm streaming and get notified of that. But feel free to come along. This past week on the channel, there's also been more Minecraft exploration and tactics, and a couple of interesting things. One is, if somehow you've been missing it, I have a fun kind of puzzle going on with you guys at the end of each episode, where you guys kind of progress to help solve the puzzle together, and so that is always fun. But the most recent episode, I conquered an ocean monument for the first time, or I guess not fully conquered, but in any case, I managed to defeat an Elder Guardian, and it was quite challenging, and it also has inspired me to come up with a lot of more science and game mechanics that I'd like to work out, both based on people's feedback as well as just some other ideas that I had after filming that episode. And so look forward to more science and exploration and tactics to come. As always, there's been more Minecraft Bingo on the channel this past week. One notable Minecraft Bingo episode was the Point Seed 2733, because I think I got a personal best for the most number of points on that one, and I also did it by really stretching at the finish and taking some risks, and so it had an exciting finish. I was really happy with that episode and that particular match of Bingo, and I've just been enjoying seeing how much people have been playing Bingo and posting scores on the subreddit. It's been fun to compete against all of you, and I look forward to seeing more of those videos. I asked on Twitter the other day for people to post me questions that they wanted me to ask in the vlog, and Gamer Goal asked me to tell an amusing story that happened to me recently, and so I'll try to do that. But before I do that, I wanted to mention that someone in one of my previous vlog videos said something to the effect of, "Boy, you really walk fast." And I've had people tell me that before, like just when I'm walking with friends downtown or whatever, that I walk fast, and so it's just kind of my normal MO. And it's also the case that, especially when I'm just, out on the trails or in a park or whatever and walking for exercise, that I'll walk especially fast because, I'm trying to get exercise. But in any case, so I'm a fast walker, is kind of like the background for this story. And so this happened when I was back at my mom's in Florida over the Christmas holiday. And she lives in a condo complex that is mostly populated by older folks, by retirees and whatnot. And yeah, so it's mostly older folks around there. And I was doing my usual thing of taking walks in the evening in order to get a little bit of exercise. And it maybe takes 10 or 15 minutes to kind of circle the complex, and so I'd go around like 3 times and go at my usual kind of walking clip. And meanwhile, there's some of the older folks who were out walking at their own kind of leisurely pace. And in any case, a number of old folks would be just kind of, out on their front porches or front driveways, sitting and chatting with one another in the evening. And they'd, smile and wave and talk to people who were walking by. And so, the first time I walked by this one house that had these 2 older guys who were talking to one another, like I kind of waved at them and they waved at me and said hello or whatever. And 10 or 15 minutes later, I come by again and they're like, "Whoa, slow down there. This isn't a race." And so, I kind of laughed at that or whatever. And I pass them by again or whatever, and they're like, like, slow down, Sonny, there's a speed limit in here. And I was doing this, I don't know, probably 3 times a week, like going out for walks. And most of the times I'd see these same old guys out in front of their place each time. And so I don't know if it was, they became kind of my cheerleaders or my hecklers, but I kept seeing these same guys, and they kept, saying different things to me each time I'd walk by about the fact that I was walking really fast through the neighborhood. And so I thought that was funny. I don't know that I told it very well. They were funnier than I am, obviously. But there you go. Thanks for the Q&A from GamerGoal on Twitter. I should mention I've been endeavoring to walk in different spots each week to just kind of showcase a bit of the nice stuff that's around. But I'm currently at 60 Acres Park, which is a park a little ways away from where I live. But it's a nice big park. It has an annual ultimate frisbee event that happens around July 4th weekend each year that I've come out to watch a few times. I used to play a bit of ultimate frisbee. These days I've had some Achilles problems as I've gotten older, and so haven't played it as much. But it's a big open park. Right now you might be able to hear it. I'm not sure how well the microphone on this camera is going to pick things up, but there's people flying radio-controlled planes out in the park. But otherwise, I don't know, it's a weekday, it's a Monday afternoon, and so there's not a whole lot of people out, even though it's a really beautiful day again. But yeah, I just wanted to kind of show off another different area. And yeah, maybe in the future, I don't know that ultimate frisbee really lends itself to, I don't know, selfie camera kind of stuff, but out on the trail over here, it could be the case that maybe I could go rollerblading or something as the weather's getting better, and possibly also try to vlog while rollerblading. I'll have to test it out and see if that works at all. But I was thinking it's just fun to mix it up. Video gaming is a very sedentary kind of thing, where you're just kind of sitting on your butt. But I try to be active, and I would like to show off more of that on the channel as well. And so, I don't know. Let me know if you want me to try to come up with other things out in the world to vlog about in the future. I hope, as always, that you guys are having a great day, and I'll see you again soon. Bye-bye.